You know, we're not just talking about anybody here.
I know.
You're absolutely convinced, aren't you?
Yeah. I've never been more sure of anything in my life, Luis. Marty is our son.
So you realize that that means that Beth was responsible for your kidnapping and attempted murder?
And making it look like our baby died? Keeping Marty for herself so that she could raise him? Yes. Look, I can't make sense of any of this. Once the tests come in, you'll see that I'm right. You'll finally believe me. You still don't believe me, do you?
I believe that you believe it.
Come on, Luis, don't humor me. Either you believe Marty is our son, or you don't.
Look, Sheridan, there's nothing that I would want more in this whole wide world than to believe that Marty is our lost son.
But you don't think it's possible?
It would mean that Beth is a monster. I've known her since high school, Sheridan. How could that possibly be?
Okay, I know that you and Beth share a long, emotional history together.
I almost married her, Sheridan. But look, Beth is a good, caring person. You know, she works hard to manage the book cafe. She takes care of her mother.
All I know is the truth that's in my heart. And I'm sorry. I can't help if it doesn't make sense in relation to Beth.
Well, Sheridan, come on, think about it, okay? If you're right, it means that Beth kidnapped you, that she tried to kill you, that she somehow made it look as though our baby died.
Yeah, I know.
Honey, please. You know, what about Beth's pregnancy? She was pregnant the whole time you were.
Maybe she was faking that, too. I mean, maybe that was part of her plan, to fake her pregnancy.
I remember Gwen was suspicious of Beth at that time, during her pregnancy. She actually went to Beth's doctor to have her checked out, to see if she was pregnant. She was.
Okay, I don't know how to make any sense of any of this. I just know what I know. What about the DNA test? Huh?
What about it?
Why has Beth constantly fought us in having a DNA test done? You saw how she acted tonight.
Yeah, and you're right, and I was suspicious of her at first. But when she explained herself, I realized she's just an overprotective mother.
That's her story. I have another explanation. She knows that when we get those results, the truth is finally gonna come out.
Beth doesn't have a devious bone in her body. I would know if she was doing something as horrible as this.
You know what? Desperate people, they do desperate things. Oh my God, if we'd only done this DNA test a long time ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. All of this would be resolved.
And you blame me for that, don't you? You blame me for not making Beth do a DNA test on Marty a long time ago.
Look, Luis, I don't blame you. There were reasons beyond your control that prevented you from getting Marty's DNA before this.
Yeah, but
I'm just glad that we got the test, okay? And that the lab has the samples and we're soon gonna get the results.
I just don't want to see you be disappointed when the results come in.
I won't be. And I'm not claiming to know all of this. I mean, I'm even having a hard time figuring out how Beth could have or would have put all of this together and pulled this off. All I know is what I know in my heart. That little boy is mine. Ours. I can feel it when I hold him in my arms. And it's as if he knows it too, that I'm his mommy.
He's a child, Sheridan. And he just barely started talking.
Luis, he doesn't have to voice his feelings. Okay, this is something that's instinctual. It's something that you sense rather than describe in words.
Well, there's a logical explanation as to why you feel a connection with him. You were able to breastfeed him when Beth couldn't.
Furthermore, proving my point. Why was I able to and not Beth?
Well, Sheridan, it happens, okay? There are lots of reasons why mothers aren't able to breastfeed their newborn children.
I just know what I know, okay?
I know. I don't want to see you be hurt again. You've already been through so much. I'm just afraid if the DNA results Prove that Marty isn't yours.
That'll end up in the loony bin? Is that what you were gonna say? You know, Luis, you're right. You have every reason to worry. Because if those results come back that Marty is not my child, I really don't know what I'll do. Every day, I wonder if I've lost my mind all over again.
Don't say that.
How can I not say that when nobody believes me?
Well, look,
including the people who say that they love me.
It's not that we don't want to believe you, honey.
Yeah, but you think that my theory is just too far-fetched. I know you, Luis. I know what you're thinking, and I know that you think that this is impossible. But you know what? I don't care, because I know that I'm right, and the DNA tests are gonna prove it. I know you don't believe me. But you'll see when the test results come back in. And I'll forgive you for having your doubts. You know why? Because I'll finally be reunited with my son. We'll finally be the way that we should have been when he first came into this world. Once I have him, I won't ever let anyone take him away from me again.